if you're like me as a teenager or a young kid, you would have gone on Google Maps. I used to do it all the time during school in ICT lessons or in media lessons. I'd always be on the computers on Google Maps looking at random crap, seeing what I can find in the world, seeing my house, the White House, going inside the White House. Who did that? But today we're looking at the top 10 terrifying things Google Maps does not want you to see. Also, real quick, new setup-ish. What do you think? We got some new snakes. I'll be showing them off at some point soon, but these are our new pets. So from here on out, the background will be looking like this, or for a little bit, because I might be putting my setup over there at some point soon. So, hey, roll the video.
From a group of people all wearing pigeon masks to perpetrators being caught at the scene of the crime, today we are talking part 2 of the top 10 terrifying things Google Maps doesn't want you to see. Starting off in our number 10 spot, we have the Pigeon People. Japan is the home to many wonderful things, and that includes the wacky, bizarre pigeon people of Google Earth. Yes,
I've seen this.
What looks absolutely terrifying on the surface is thankfully most likely just a strange prank, but basically it saw a group all wearing pigeon heads lined up on the sidewalk ready for the Google camera.
Why would I not want you to see that? That's really cool.
To begin with, but it's made even weirder by the turn of their heads in order to follow the camera. Honestly,
just having a laugh.
Unsettling when you first look at it. I mean, pigeons are already weird creatures, so this little prank definitely has a bit of an eerie feeling to it. But the good news is that it's likely just a fun group of students from the art school that is nearby to this weird scene found on Google Maps.
Yeah, you're reaching already. Come on.
Invitation. This weird
the invitation.
Image comes to us from Memphis, Tennessee, and while I've never been,
wait,
wonderful
anyone seen that scene from the Snapcube Sonic dub?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm part lizard.
Ha 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 ha.
That is all except for this weird message that was found as someone was searching through Google Maps, and it's located on the top of the building. Someone wrote this message, and it's gotta be pretty large considering it was so easy to read even from this distance.
Go on, then, what is it?
It says, "Come downtown and play." I don't know what kind of
that's pretty cool.
is out there writing these kinds of messages, but I know I'm not crazy, and there's something almost sinister feeling about it.
I was taking the piss, isn't it?
Sort of marketing tactic or something of that nature. I mean, at least I hope it is, but from a distance, when it looks like it could be something that was spray painted by a random person, it just seems weird, you know? I just know I probably won't.
These camera cuts are mad.
To this invite. In our number 8 spot today, we have the disposal.
The disposal.
I don't care. They just
is it a mannequin disposal? Oh, that's always creepy. Oh, definitely.
Be absolutely startled by the disembodied head I saw.
Oh,
heart attack. Realize in my sleepy
bruv,
state that it in fact
it's a hair shop. You can tell. Look, their mannequins got their heads on. They've got the hair, you know, all different hairs.
Of all of these discarded mannequins that truly for a second looks like it's a pile of bodies sitting in the trash. How horrifying.
Oh, that.
This sight was seen on Google
Yeah, that's a little bit unnerving, I guess.
I wonder what these mannequins were.
Look at that one on top of the bin. Oh, he's spreading them.
So it must have been. In our number 7 spot today, we have friendship. This is one Google Maps.
They don't want you to see friendship. No, fuck friendship. Oh.
All the more eerie. Basically, this is just an image of a group of friends standing together in the desert. Maybe a little strange, but
nothing wrong with that.
well, yeah,
You're just reaching. It's like that's like the pigeon one.
Directly at the camera.
Well, of course. When someone tells me, Billy, someone's putting a camera at you, I don't do that. I look away. I go, oh, hi, I'm Billy. Nice to meet you. How's it going? But that's just me. Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm built different to all these people out here. Huh? Maybe I'm built different. Oh, no.
Similar to the Pigeon People, but
yeah, that's what I said.
Who keeps a bunch of scary masks on them? I mean, I guess
Me?
the mission these people set out on was likely accomplished because here we are talking about this creepy prank. In the spot today, we have the SS Yasim wreck. The SS Yasim was a Bolivian cargo ship that sank on the evening of December 1st, 2003. For
Big
a
up
while,
Bolivia.
no one was quite sure as to why it sank, as well as the fact that no one could find the wreck. This was honestly very strange just in general, but also especially because of the fact that the ship was quite large at 265 feet. This is exactly why it was so surprising when, a few years ago, the Google Maps team located the sunken vessel based on their satellite imaging.
How do you not see that?
In the same location it initially sank, in Wingate Reef just off of the coast of Sudan. The mystery as to why the wreck
How
was
do
never
you-
found was
how do you not
realized
see
because of
that?
the location of it. The wreck is close to an island where an uncontacted tribe lives. Of course, for the safety of both the tribe as well as outsiders who might not be welcomed, people thankfully tend to leave the island alone, but this is exactly why the wreck wasn't found for so long. In our number 5 spot today, we have the Gobi Desert Structure. This is one discovery that I
Gobi.
talked about recently, and it's one that had conspiracy theorists' minds absolutely swirling. About a decade ago, someone was searching through some Google Maps images when they found a mysterious array of structures and patterns that appeared to be etched into the surface of the Gobi Desert, which is located in China. The structures, as they are referred to, are kind of similar to geoglyphs, but these ones look modern and newly created, and rather than actually being carved into the ground, they're made of something. The internet, of course, came up with some pretty insane speculations of what these structures could be or what they
Enlighten
might
me.
be used for, and the
Oh,
idea
it's a
stretched
crop
from
circle,
spy
it's
satellite
aliens,
calibration
it's
to
the
some sort of
ghosts.
Illuminati-affiliated
Oh,
product. So
piss
who
off.
really knows at this point? In our number 4 spot today, we have the perpetrators. Okay, so this picture is definitely not really
scary.
terrifying itself, but the story behind it certainly is.
Enlighten me.
Basically, in 2011, a woman who lives in Oklahoma City was unfortunately the victim of a terrible crime. She was held at gunpoint by one man while another raided her home. I can't even imagine. That must have been so terrible and terrifying. So imagine her surprise one day when a friend of hers was on Google Maps in her neighborhood, and who does she see other than the two people who committed this crime against her?
Oh,
They were seen
snap.
on a street camera hanging out apparently near her home. She of course called the police and turned the images over to them, and it is said that they are using them in the investigation.
But why would Google Maps want you to see that? They don't know. They don't know that. There's a story behind it, but Google Maps have got nothing to do with that story. So why would they not want you to see it?
In our number 3 spot today, we have the escape artist. Listen, not everything
The
appears as it
escape
is on the
artist,
surface, but this
alright.
one at best is definitely fishy. Basically, it appears as if the
Fish.
Google Maps camera may have caught someone as they escape prison. This photo comes from Michigan, and it was taken by Google in front of the
I understand why you wouldn't want someone to
Basically,
see
in the
that.
image, you see a guy walking in a white jumpsuit with black stripes, carrying a bag on his shoulder, with the jail visible in the background. When
I'm
someone
pretty
initially
sure
saw this
jail
on Google
inmates wear
Maps, they, of course,
orange.
screenshotted it and posted it to Reddit, asking people if Google caught someone as they were escaping. Honestly, we aren't exactly sure, but it is entirely possible that this inmate was just a trusted one who was on some kind of work duty where they were doing some work.
They
outside
wear
the fence.
them? I thought that was like
Supervising just wasn't in
films
the view of the
only.
Google car. Either that or this guy's the most calm escapee I've ever seen. In our number 2
fair
spot
enough.
today, we have caught red-handed. In 2008, a young man in Holland was biking home when two men ended up ambushing him, and they stole his bike, phone, and the cash he had on him.
Oh,
First,
I
authorities
hate
were
people
having
like that,
trouble
man.
finding who the two men were that did this to him because of a lack of evidence, but just 6 months later, there was a break in the case. The boy was looking at the street view of where the incident happened, and as he explored just a little bit, he found that the Google Maps car camera had captured the moments just prior to this terrible incident. That means that the camera captured the faces
But
of
why
those
would
who
Google
were
Maps not want you to see that?
belongings.
They don't know.
He ended up calling the police,
Alright.
who then called
Now what?
Google
I
and
run.
asked for the unblurred versions of the photos. When Google delivered them, the police realized that they were able to directly identify the pair in the photo who were
I mean, if they did
apparently
contact
4-year-old
Google, then yeah,
brothers.
maybe they
Who
don't want
knew
you to
that
see it
Google
because they're
Maps
like,
would help
oh
bring
shit, it's
people to
related to a crime.
justice? In
Alright.
number 1 spot today, we have the cold case. This is one thing that was discovered on Google Maps
A
that is really
cold
similar
case.
to a story that I covered in part 1 of this series. Basically, in 2007, someone was on Google Maps when they spotted something in a body of water that appeared to them to be a car. It turns out that they were right, and they helped the
bloody hell.
authorities solve an over 20-year-old cold
Oh,
case.
I've heard of
Apparently, a
this
man named
before.
William Molt was reported
I
missing
think.
from Florida on
Is this the
November 7th,
teenagers?
1997. He never returned home after a night out, and police had been searching for him ever since.
Wait,
Once
no,
that
this is
person in
different. No, it's
2007
different, this is
brought what they
different.
found to the police, they were able to investigate, and they found the missing vehicle.
Oh,
Inside was a
shit.
body that they were finally able to identify as the missing William. It truly is
Oh.
a very tragic story, but at least he was finally found so that he can be returned to his loved ones, and they can have some closure to the story. Alright guys, that has been our list for today.
Alright guys, been our list for today. Thank you for checking us out. The story I was thinking of, I saw something on TikTok recently, and it was two teenagers had gone missing in their car. Had gone missing as well, and someone saw a car. I thought some scuba divers saw a car in a little lake and he called the authorities. They pulled it out. It was the same fellow went missing, and the bodies were those of the 2 teenagers that gone missing. But it was like back in the 80s they went missing, like 87. It was like a Trans Am, I think it was. Scary stuff, sad stuff, tragic stuff. But unfortunately, these things happen sometimes in life. Anyways, that has been the top 10 terrifying things Google Maps does not want you to see, part 2. What are your thoughts on this video? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Very pretty please. Thank you for the cherry on top. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I have been BDFO18, and I'll see you in the next one.